All right, I am in the Easter Open tournament, and we are on hole number 4. So let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and check out hole number 4. All right, this is another one of those shots that a lot of people are going to fail on, even though everybody goes, well, hey, no matter where you're at down here, you can get on in two. Yeah, if you bring the right clubs, and if you can hit that second shot, you can be on in two. But a lot of times when people fail down here, they end up using this hill to try, and they're still going for that eagle, and they use this hillside and they end up in the sand. I've seen it pretty much. I think I've had one opponent all week long on this that hasn't. Everybody's been going for that eagle. So this is another one of those shots that I'm not really interested in getting anything less than a birdie, and I'm not willing to sacrifice my birdie to go for some miracle eagle. I did try the shot over here, and I couldn't get it done with a 5-power ball. Not to say that it can't be done, but I don't think our wind's high enough. So I'm just going to lay out here with a quarterback. The last time I was on this hole, I laid up just a little bit too short, so I want to make sure I'm just a little bit farther, but I'm going to be in my long iron range out here. And I'm going to bring all my backspin stuff. You want to bring everything in your bag that's got backspin. Whatever club and whatever category has backspin, that's what you want to bring. So even though we're not going to be in my Guardian range, I definitely want to bring my Guardian. And let me switch this out again. Hold on. I'll put this back to a sniper. I'm going to use this in bag number 1. And let's set bag number 3 up for it. So I'm going to use my Guardian. I'm going to bring a Saturn. And in this account, for short irons, I'm actually going to bring my Claw versus my Thorn, and that's only because it's a level 10 claw. At level 10 it gets all of its backspin, and so it's 97 backspin versus 100, but it has better accuracy, and the ball guide's not that much diminished from, so I'm not losing a whole lot on the ball guide, but it does have a little bit better accuracy for that short iron. So I'm going to bring my Claw at 1.5 per ring. This is a great area for you to bring a machete. Lots of backspin. That's 1.1 per ring. Now I've got a Spitfire here, but this is a great hole for a Houdini. So my Houdini and my Saturn are the same at 1.9, 2.0, somewhere in that neighborhood. So there's all my backspin stuff. You do not need to bring a big ball here. If you're trying to really go for that eagle, it will help you a little if you have something that's got side spin. So just in case we get into a spot where we can kind of go for that a little, I'll bring a Quasar, but any ball here will work. I mean, in one-on-one play, I play this hole all the time with a Marlin, and the reason I play with a Marlin is because I always lay up on this, because my day-to-day club for short iron is a Hornet, and I don't want to get in my Hornet range when I come to this hole. I want to be in my Saturn range, so I always lay up. And it's amazing how often you can come to this hole and lay up and end up just outright winning on a par 4 because people will end up in the sand. So let's see if we can get an opponent here on hole number 4. You really want to avoid on this drive shot, you really want to be in the fairway. And if you're going for the shot and you're really trying to get all the distance up there and you're trying to get in your short iron range, then you really want to make sure that you don't end up blowing out over here and getting in this rough or the sand. It's going to make this second shot extremely difficult, especially if you didn't bring backspin clubs. So we don't go out into these holes with an intention or the intention of ending up in the rough, but it happens on this hole a lot because it's hard to make it around that corner the way that this course is designed. They did not adjust for the wind there, so let's see where they're at. And they were able to make it around the bend. They are probably in their short iron range. It's going to be right there on that. Nah, it's probably short iron range right there. Give themselves a little bit of a look. I'm going to switch to bag number... I guess I brought the wrong bag. I forgot to change my driver. It's not really matter. I just want to be right out here in the middle, right past this peninsula out here. We don't have to get anything special. 4-2. It's about 2 rings. I'm gonna do just a little over because I'd rather be more in the middle. And just popping it out there, just laying it up, not trying to get anything special. Just get out there past that little peninsula. Puts me in the clear. I can either do the backspin shot on the green, or I can try and run it up through that neck. And normally from this spot, the way that this green's set up, you can see where it kind of slopes down. There's not any backboard here. There's no height behind the green. It's pretty flat. So unless you're using that hill face, it's pretty hard with clubs to get close enough. See how he's using the hill face there in order to get a high enough bounce to actually stop it at the hole. And I don't want to put that hill face into play. And I know a lot of people use it, but I just don't like that. If you miscalculate the wind right there, it's so easy to end up in the sand. As you can see, even with my Saturn, if I wanted to push the issue and really go for it, I'm going to have to put that hill face in. And if you get too jiggy with it, you're going to end up in that sand down there. So I don't really like doing that shot. So what I like to do is just get up there and get my birdie and go to the next hole. So 2, 4, 5. It's about a 2.5 ring pull. I'll put just a little because I want it to go in that direction. And I hit it great on the right-hand side, which took out all that little bit that I put to make it go in that direction. And just dribble up there and get my birdie and go to the next hole. I have got a couple eagles on this hole since it came out, but this is not, for me, this is not a high percentage eagle hole, and I don't normally go for eagle on it. This is one of those holes that I let my opponents make the mistakes. In one-on-one play, that means that I'm going to go to a shootout probably 2/3 of the time. But in tournaments, when we're playing against the scorecard, I don't make mistakes on this hole. I get birdies. I don't ever get pars. You don't want to get a par on this hole, because there's going to be a lot of people that come to this hole. It's going to be, once again, it's going to be a pretty good sized number. At least I would think probably 20% of the people that come to that hole are not going to get a birdie. They came in here with the best of intentions and they ended up with a par. And that puts you ahead of those people in the group. So just nice and easy. Just get your birdie and go home. All right, that was hole number 4 of the Easter Open Tournament in Wednesday's qualifying round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.